Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today we're going to be making these t-shirts here that my boyfriend requested. He wanted like a Pokemon Demon Slayer mashup, and he specifically asked for these pockets here because he wanted to be like, oh, is that Bulbasaur? No, it's Nezuko. And then we did the little name also. And here is Pikachu or Zenitsu. You could use any pictures you want. I did draw these on Procreate myself, but there's a lot online that you can buy or on Etsy that are available. You could do this with any picture. It doesn't have to be a cartoon. It can be a photo. It could be anything that you can basically just print and cut. This is the transfer paper I used, and I got it on Amazon. I'll have the link in the description. This is specifically for dark color fabrics, which are like these. Make sure to always read the instructions, because since this is for dark fabrics, instead of flipping it, you're supposed to just do it right side up, and there's no need for mirroring. So always be sure that you read the instructions and make sure that you know what kind of paper you're using. So let's get started. Okay, so here I have uploaded both my images that I just drew, and my pocket is 5x5, so I'm going to enter this and I'm going to make it 5x5. Okay, so that is kind of my pocket. This one here is about 5 inches in height, and I think it was like 4.2 in width. I just needed to fit my pocket kind of like this, so then they think it's Bulbasaur, but then all of a sudden it's not Bulbasaur, it's Nezuko. Same for Pikachu. Okay, so something like this. And then he also wanted the names to be on the pocket as well, so that was a really small space. I think it was like about 1/2 inch. Something like that. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna have to do this on my computer because I forgot iPad doesn't have the offset feature, right? Or does it? Advanced contour. Yeah, I don't see an offset here. So sorry about that. I just saved my project, and here I'm on my desktop and we can edit here. Okay, and here you can see my image is 4x4 and 0.659 and this one is 4.2 by 4.794 if you really want to know. This is the basic shape of the little part on the top of the pocket. And that's where he wants the names. So I'm just going to type them out here. And this is the reason we're on my desktop now, because this offset here is not on the iPad. So I'm going to put here at my favorite number to use, 0.8. Okay, and I believe this is what he meant. He said he wanted the outline in a different color to match this. So I don't know, we're just gonna go with this. So the O is a little bit too far for my liking. It looks kind of weird. So I'm just going to move it a little closer. So I'm just going to ungroup. And each letter is now individual. So I'm just going to move this one. And I think that looks a lot better. And now we can group it back. And do the offset again. Okay, that looks a lot better. And now to size it, it's going to be very small. About this big. And I was going to do this with vinyl and have my Cricut cut it, but I'm just going to flatten it actually and have it print and cut with my images. And as you always see, I always just enter a shape that's the size of my work area. That way I know if it's, I don't really go by sizes, if you know what I mean. Okay, but now I have both names, Zuko and Zenitsu. And now I can go ahead and just print. This we could just delete. And I don't like wasting space, so it's a good idea to use this space and print other stuff that you want. So for example, I'm going to reprint 2 more of these, but smaller, and I'm just going to put them on something else. This should be okay. I'm just going to print these out, and I don't know, I'll put them somewhere. I just don't want to waste paper. If you have other projects, maybe you could use the space to put them there, but you don't have to. It's your preference. So now we can continue. And first we need to send to printer. And I'm going to leave the bleed on, but I always use my system dialogues just so I can get the best image. And the instructions say to just use the plain paper setting, so I'll leave that one, but I always use best quality in the print. So once you're ready, just click OK and print. And so I'm removing the paper. These are just white papers. And always make sure you're aware of what the top and the bottom is. So this is supposed to be top face down, so just like this. And now we print. And this is what our picture looks like. It's been printed on the best quality with the bleed. So now we place it right on our mat. And I'm always scared to smear it if I just go like that. So I grab the cover of my mat and place it on top, and then I use my spatula. And then I lift. And I'm going to be cutting this in the vinyl setting since it's printable vinyl. So once you're done cutting, you just have to peel away all the stuff that you don't need, so all of that. And then you're left with what you're going to iron on. And remember that since these are dark transfers, instead of like placing them face down and ironing on top, we're going to have to peel them off, put them face up, and then iron. So let's get to that. So I have my heat press on and it's warming up. It'll get to 375 degrees and we're going to be pressing it for 13 seconds. And these are the shirts we'll be using. I found these on Amazon. I think it was like $20 for all 6 of them. But the only thing I was really looking for was that pocket that we wanted to use for the images. So the heat press almost done heating, and I did give it a pre-press. You can see the indents are here, just, you know, to make sure everything is nice and flat. And I'm going to start off with the blue shirt and just peel really carefully and go really slowly to make sure you don't rip anything. And I did let the ink dry for about an hour and a half. And I'm hoping it can get pressed through the top here because I can't really, you know, maneuver it too much in there. Okay, looks good. And I'm going to try my hardest not to move it too much. And the pack came with parchment paper. I've never used parchment paper before, but I'm going to use it for this case. And I'm actually going to be cutting it and placing it inside. I feel maybe that's going to make me feel a little bit better. Okay, and now my press is all heated, so I'm going to be pressing this down. Okay, here we are, and it's set to leave this for 30 seconds, so I'm going to let it rest, and you're supposed to peel it warm. Okay, so I think it's been 30 seconds. And here we are. The crease here, I think it's pretty much unavoidable since there's this part here, but maybe with a normal hand iron, you can just like flatten it out a little bit later. So maybe I'll do that. He's in there, and now he's gone. Next is the name. Same thing, just peel and stick. Just gonna peel it very gently. And I've seen people use transfer tape, but last time I did that, it like peeled off the ink, so I don't think I could use transfer tape, or maybe it was too strong. But this is not sticky, so just be careful. Don't move it around too much and try to have it like as flat as possible. So again, just place your parchment paper on top, press for 13 seconds, and then we're done. Moving on to the black shirt. Same thing, I'm just gonna give it like a pre-press. So once again, we're just gonna peel it. Okay, and it's gonna be a little bit harder with the little vine thingies here, but just do your best. And I'm gonna put the name at the same time. I don't see why I have to be doing 2 presses. So again, just remove the image. And my boyfriend actually decided that he wanted Bulbasaur's bulb to be the O at the end of Nezuko, so that's what I have here. And I already printed and cutted it, so that's what it looks like. So then I'm gonna be cutting this O. And it's probably gonna go like that. So now I think I could just fold this over and cover the name. And then we're just gonna do 1 press at 13 seconds. So here we go. This is what the t-shirts look like in the little pockets. Just be careful to follow all wash care instructions and only wash in cold water and hang to dry. If you like this video, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And please also head over to my Instagram and my TikTok for a lot more pictures and videos of my work. And thank you so much for watching.